What's going on, Horror Gang? Welcome to our Shop 6 Times YouTube horror movie channel. As you know, I'm your host, Marcus. Please be sure to shoot that like button, subscribe to the channel, as well as hit that notification icon to get all the latest content updates to the channel. In this video, I want to talk about what to do with Jason Voorhees when he returns, and whether it be by film or television series. Before I do that, let's hit that intro. I shot him 6 times! Alright gang, so let's get into it. So, Jason Voorhees. As we know, we have not seen Jason on the big screen since 2009's reboot, remake, whatever you want to call it, which was directed by Marcus Nispel. I will say this, I enjoyed Derek Mears playing the part of Jason in that movie. I thought he did an incredible job stepping in for Kane Hodder, which was, in my opinion, some very big shoes to fill. As far as the movie in general, I mean, it was okay. I think, I'm a person who really likes character development, and I just really couldn't get on board or attached to any one of those characters, any one of the victims, whatever you want to call them, in this movie. With that being said, Friday the 13th just passed this past Friday, and I was starting to think about, if we were to get Jason back on the big screen, or possibly a TV series, I'll touch on that here in a second, but if we do get Jason back in some shape, way, or form, what direction can we go with this character? I think it's a very valid question to ask, for the simple fact is, think about it. We got 7 films at Camp Crystal Lake, then in part 8, Jason takes Manhattan. We obviously go to New York, then back to Crystal Lake and Jason Goes to Hell, and then they even took him to space in Jason X. So it's safe to say that this franchise isn't afraid of taking risks and somewhat being different. However, with the remakes or reboots, whatever you want to call them, the reboots of Scream and Halloween, you see that you get not only new characters, but the nostalgic characters, the legacy characters coming back, as well as the storyline being revolved around the original story, going back to the beginning. And you even seen that in the Child's Play TV series, with them going back to the origins of Chucky, them showing his first kill, then leading up to the toy store scene where he transfers his soul into the doll. We find out, obviously, Tiffany ratted him out to the cops. So what we see here is a pattern by these, legacy horror franchises. What we're seeing is a pattern of, we're bringing legacy characters in, but we're also blending them in with new characters, but we're following up with the original stories. Now, how could that possibly be a direction we could take for Jason? I think it could be, and the reason why I say this is because of his father, Elias Voorhees. Keep in mind, we never got Elias Voorhees on film. I know in the comics that he did show up in the Jason comics. I don't really read too much into the comics, but when I was doing some research, about this character, I did see that he was incorporated into the comics, as well as Jason's half-sister, Elias's daughter, Diana Kimball. So I started to think, it would be a little too cliche. As much as I love Pamela Voorhees, the character, it'd be a little too cliche to bring her back, and we kind of already got that to a slight degree in the reboot. What we haven't got is obviously Jason's dad. And I think that it would really be an interesting dynamic to kind of take a step back. And I'm not saying don't incorporate Pamela Voorhees. I think in so many ways you still can do that. However, I would really personally like to see and take a step back and see what's up with Elias Voorhees and as well as Diana Kimball. We didn't get Diana until Jason Goes to Hell. We didn't find out anything about her until Jason Goes to Hell. So with that being said, I think it would be very interesting if you're going to kind of follow the direction of what these other horror franchises such as Scream, Halloween, and Chucky are doing. It's not impossible to think that you could bring in Elias Voorhees and Diana Kimball in a whole new Friday the 13th movie that you surround yourself obviously with new characters with, but we're still going back to the original story to a degree, to some way. Because I do think that it is going to be very hard, guys. Like, if Jason comes back, let's say to get the rights taken care of and all that, cool. What do we do with Jason? What direction do we really go? Like I said, guys, this is a franchise that has taken Jason to Manhattan. They took him to space. What is next? Are they going to take him to the North Pole? God, I hope not. just joking, guys. But honestly here, like, I think in so many ways, like, it's not that you have to follow that formula that Halloween, Scream, and Chucky are following, but I don't think it would be a bad avenue to take with Jason, because we do have characters that are tied to the original story that we never got to see on film. At least in Diana's case, we did get to see that character on film, but we didn't get to see her in a broad perspective. We only got a little bit of dialogue. We found out that she was Jason's half sister, and that was basically it before she got, killed. So I do think that if they do decide to follow the formula of what Halloween, Scream, and Chucky did, that these are two potential characters that you could incorporate into a new Jason film, while also bringing in new cast members, maybe new camp counselors, etc., to also build around, while also getting some nostalgia back and kind of telling some of the old story by incorporating Elias, Voorhees, what have you. But that's my take, you guys. Let me know what you guys think. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about Friday the 13th. What direction would you like to see this franchise take when Jason does return? As well as if they do make a new movie or a TV series, would you like to see Elias Voorhees' character be incorporated as well as Diana Kimball? Or would you like to just see this, much like what Marcus Nispel did, basically ignore all the events of Jason's past and just focus on modern day, modern time, new characters? Hit the comment section. I want to hear from you guys. Alright, gang, that's it for this video. Once again, this is I Shot Him 6 Times YouTube horror movie channel. As you know, I'm your host, Marcus. Please be sure to shoot that like button and subscribe to the channel. Helps the channel out a ton. As well as hit that notification icon so you get all the latest content updates to the channel. As well as follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Thank you for watching.